It wasn't the butler, it was the management that did it. Today, the Public Accounts Committee tabled in Parliament a fairly explosive 100-page report on 1MDB, squarely pointing the finger at the management for 1MDB's troubles. The state-owned company racked up 50 billion ringgit worth of debt in a mere 7 years. PAC is of the opinion that former Chief Executive of 1MDB, Datuk Sharul Helmi, must take responsibility for the weaknesses. PAC's chairman, Datuk Hassan said, 1MDB has a weak capital structure. Its capital structure is too reliant on borrowings. PAC also called for Helmi and his management team to be investigated for what looked like a run of appalling decisions concerning the purchase and price of assets. The committee also blamed the watchman, namely the board of 1MDB, for having been asleep at the wheel. This board has offered its resignation to MOF Inc. More shocking revelations from the PAC report included a couple of payments that went through sans board approval. The first, an RM 4.24 billion security deposit to Aba Investments PJS Limited in May 2012. The original purpose of the deposit was to be paid to Aba Investments PJS and International Petroleum Investment Corp as part of a power plant deal. But the report showed that the RM 4.24 billion was not paid to either Aba Investments PJS or IPIC, rather to a similar sounding Aba Investments PJS Limited that wasn't related to the previous two. The doppelganger Aba Investments PJS Limited was said to be set up by two IPIC executives that had been sacked. The board also didn't approve a US 700 million paid to Goodstar Limited, which formed part of the JB with Petro Saudi International Limited. PAC pointed out several instances where the management had misled or hidden information from the board and hurriedly pushed the deal through. PAC has urged authorities to study its report carefully and bring down the hammer when needed. Here's another pipe bomb to chew on. 1MDB is owned by the Ministry of Finance, but Memorandum of Articles 117 means it reports directly to the PM, who serves as the chairman. PAC says the advisory board should be abolished together with Article 117. All references to the Prime Minister should be switched to MOF, in line with other companies owned by MOF Inc. Some quarters have questioned why the PM has not been named in the report. BN lawmakers answered that it is unfair to single out PM Najib in the whole debacle. Deputy Minister in the PM's department, Datuk Razali Ismail, said that the PM is involved in a lot of things, ranging from Petronas to Khazanah. Razali said he is also not involved in every transaction in the management of the company. Defence Minister Datuk Sri HISHAMMUDDIN Hussein said there must be a basis for saying Najib is responsible. Member of Parliament for KETEREH Tan Sri Anuar Musa said that it is up to the people to decide whether PAC report closes the chapter on 1MDB. PM Najib issued a statement later the same day, the gist of which said, "We will study and act on the report's recommendations. We must ensure that lessons are learned." So, what say you, the people? EcoWorld's International Berhad's upcoming listing has been given the stamp of approval by the SC. Part of the EcoWorld Development Group, the IPO is looking to raise up to 2.15 billion ringgit. The main reason for the listing is to fund the group's projects in the UK and Australia and to repay their borrowings. EcoWorld International's Executive Vice Chairman Tan Sri Liew is aiming for the exercise to be completed by mid-2016. Liew said, "Once we are listed, we'll be placed on a much stronger footing to grow our business internationally." Earlier, the plan had been to list a SPAC, but interestingly, EcoWorld International had bought the qualifying asset before the SPAC had even been listed, hence the switch to a straightforward listing. International reserves of Bank Negara Malaysia rose 0.94% to US 97 billion on the back of a stronger ringgit. The central bank said the reserves position was sufficient to finance 8 months of retained imports and is 1.1 times the short-term external debt. The ringgit bounce was in line with improving oil prices and slightly clearer prospects for the country. Today, the ringgit rose for a second straight day as oil continued to hold firm above US 40 per barrel. As a result, according to central bank numbers, foreigners snapped up more Malaysian debt amounting to more than 2 years last month.